you hear that, my brother? The Most High said he set us separate, special, and above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's
Does
right.
that sound like equality to you? That's not equality, my brother. So guess what? 4th of July was not made for you.
That's right.
It was only for the so-called white man because we were still in slavery on the so-called 4th of July. We were still in shackles. That's not a blessing. You hear that, my sister? My sister, you hear that? Who are we? Who are you according to the Bible? What's your nationality, if I may ask?
What's my nationality?
What's your nationality?
I'm African American.
You hear that? African American. Is there a land called African American?
Bring it out.
No.
There's no land called African American. So then what are we? What time period did that name African American come up? What time period was that?
I got too much on my mind, baby. I just lost my son.
You just lost your son.
Yes.
Wow.
36 years old.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, sis.
That was my only son.
Give me Hosea 5 and 15. Give me Hosea 5 and 15 because this, like, you're not the first, and you're not gonna be the last.
Bring it out.
Right? This only happens to our people. Right? We kill each other, and we get killed by the other nations. Right? But hear this. Read that.
Book of Hosea, chapter 5, verse 15. I will go and return to my place.
This is God speaking. He said, I will go and return unto my place. Why is this important? The other nations have their own gods. The one true God is not the God of all nations.
That's right. Bring it out.
He is not the God of all nations. Hold this. Give me Joel 2:27, right? Give me Joel 2:27. Let's read that from the Bible, right? That way it wouldn't be just my own words. He is not the God of all nations. Did he make all nations, all race? Did he make them?
No.
Yes, he did.
He did.
He made all race, but he's not the God of all race.
That's right.
Let's read that.
Book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
He said that I am with Israel, right? Read.
And that I am the Lord your God.
He said, I am the Lord your God. Read.
And none else.
And what?
And none else.
So what is that saying?
That he is not a God of all people.
That's
He is not the God of all people. Have we ever been taught that in the Christian churches? No. We have been taught nothing but lies to keep us on the bottom, to keep us oppressed, to keep their foot and their knees on our necks.
Bring it out.
Right? This thing that happened to us was not a coincidence. He said, I am the Lord your God and none else. But why did we go through this? Why did your son get killed? Why do we still get killed? I'm talking as a people.
Because we don't have accurate knowledge like we supposed to.
I like that answer. Give me that Hosea. Hosea 4 and 6.
Bring it out.
I like that answer, sis. Sis, he said we don't have the knowledge because our people don't even have the knowledge of our history. Like, we know it, but we like to ignore it and say, oh, it's in the past. It's in the past. But what are people about to celebrate on Monday?
4th of July.
Isn't that in the past? Right?
Right.
Bring it out.
On 4th of July, when it was instituted, where were we? What was our condition as a people? We were still slaves.
That's right.
Read that.
Book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Do you hear that? Like you said, sis, the Most High said, my people. He didn't say all people because he is the God of the Israelites.
That's right.
Which you, sis, you are not African American. That name was put on us by the oppressor. Right? Every name that we go, every title that we go by today, African American, Black, Hispanics, Afro American, those names have nothing to do with us. Those were branded on us Our last names. What's your last name, if I may ask you?
What's my last name?
Yes.
Very dark.
More dark. All right. Chances are, that last name was branded on your forefather by a so-called white man who owned him in the cotton field.
Teach.
And that's why you still have that last name up till today.
That's right.
Right? You are better than that. You are an Israelite.
That's
you
right.
are a princess of the Most High.
Bring it
But
out.
like you said, we don't have the knowledge of who we are today according to the Bible.
Deceit and deception.
The seed of deception have deceived who?
Us.
Us. Read that.
Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge,
God said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Read.
because thou hast rejected knowledge,
Why are we destroyed? Read that again.
because thou hast rejected knowledge,
Why are we destroyed as a people?
because thou hast rejected knowledge.
The knowledge that we have rejected as a people are the laws, statutes, and commandments.
Bring it out.
That's the laws that the Most High gave you as a people, because you are His princesses and His princes. Read that again from top.
Book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
That's right.
The Most High says, because we, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because we have rejected knowledge, we have rejected our history, we have rejected our forefathers, our land, our identity. The Most High said He will reject us. How do you know we are a rejected people? Black on black crime. How do you know we are a rejected people? Women killing their babies in abortion clinics.
Bring it out.
How do we know we are a rejected people? We are following the customs, the traditions of the other nations, and not what the Most High gave you to celebrate. On Monday, our people are about to celebrate 4th of July. 4th of July was the independence of the so-called white man.
Bring it out.
Because the black man on the 4th of July was in slavery.
Teach.
You were picking cottons in the cotton field, picking sugar canes in the sugar cane field,
Right.
picking tobacco in the tobacco field. On the 4th of July, the so-called black men, the so-called black women was being raped by the white man.
Bring it out.
We have rejected knowledge. Read that again.
Book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people are destroyed. That's why today they are following the customs of the other nations. Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, which none of them are mentioned in the Bible. The Most High gave you holidays to observe and celebrate, which today is the Lord's Sabbath day. Today is the Lord's Sabbath day, 7th day of the week. Hold that, give me Exodus 20 and 8. Exodus 20 and 8. Read that.
Book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day,
But what day?
but the 7th day
Today is the 7th day.
That's
the
right.
Sabbath day. Read.
is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Read on.
In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son nor thy daughters.
So on the Sabbath day is the Lord's day. The Sabbath day is not the day for you to go out and make your money, or to do the yard work, or to go and have parties. You have 6 days of the week, from Sunday to Friday sundown, to do whatever you need to do, to make your money, to do your exercise. You have 6 days to cook and prep for the Sabbath day. But on the 7th day, which is today, is not your day.
Teach your people.
It's the day of the Lord your God. The day that you come together to exalt one another. Right? Give me Jeremiah 10. Give me Jeremiah 10. Jeremiah 10 and 1. Let's see what the Most High said to his people, which are the Israelites. We are only here for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans because you're the Israelites. You're the Israelites according to the Bible.
Teach.
And we keep dying, we keep suffering. We are in oppression because we think we are free. Read.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word of the Lord. Hear thee the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
The Most High said, learn not the way of the heathen, because you all know, so-called black, that we came on this land on slave ships. We came to the land of the heathen in slavery. The Most High said, don't learn the ways of these people.
Right.
Don't learn 4th of July. Don't learn Christmas. Learn not the way of the heathen. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. And don't be confused and think that you're free on the 4th of July, because you were not free. Give me Baruch 3 and 8. You were not freed on the 4th of July.
Bring it out.
You were still in shackles.
That's right.
And you were not quote unquote set free until about 100 years later.
Teach.
And that's the truth. You hear that, little children? You are God's chosen people. You are the kings and princes of this earth.
Bring it out.
Hold that. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let's see what the Most High said about all the so-called blacks, the black little girls and little boys. Read.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
That's right.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Did you hear that, my brother? The Most High said he set us separate, special, and above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
That's
Does
right.
that sound like equality to you? That's not equality, my brother. So guess what? 4th of July was not made for you.
That's right.
It was only for the so-called white man, because we were still in slavery on the so-called 4th of July.
Bring it
We
on.
were still in shackles.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.